He also said that your good intentions were masked by an armor of entitlement.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Her assessment of you left out how cold you are.
The fact that Monica was waxing poetic about me just tells me that she was losing control of her faculties.
Adios mio, Tracy.
I want you to leave. Oh, I'm leaving. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's not a good, oh, yes.
You know, Tracy, masks have a tendency to slip. And I suspect that you may not be entitled to everything you think you are.
Damn it.
My sincere condolences on this very sad day.
Same thing Martin told you, girl. You done made an enemy, the wrong one. Why would you? Damn. You don't know how to play nice.
Okay, Suzanne, what do we have on the docket tomorrow?
Why is your place so dark?
All right, the reading of Monica coordinates Will.
Girl, look behind you. Damn it.
Do me a favor, will you make some hard copies and leave them on my desk?
Oh, y'all about to pay. Hello neighbors, welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a happy day. Let's get into today's General Hospital review. Child, to really sum up, it was why every time Monday come around there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Because child, Rick is loose. Michael and Jacinda ain't fooling nobody. In fact, you're damn sure not fooling Molly. And I think you might have just made things worse. Dr. O, Nina, baby, y'all are playing the fools because y'all, that is not our Nathan West. That is not Nathan. That is not Nathan. That is not Nathan. Between him and Britt, y'all are the two spawns of Faison. In fact, does anybody have an eye out for Faison brain that was in the jar that was sitting on Robert's desk? Where is that? Because between Victor and Peter doing the whole mind thing, that's memory swap thing that they came up with, between them messing with people's brains, is what I'm trying to say. They done did something to Nathan. Maybe y'all took Nathan's body, but that is not Nathan in that brain. You understand? Anna and the ADA Turner, they got a big job and they is trying to narrow this down, okay? You see everybody on the board? That's the people they got. Y'all could go on and remove Carly. Y'all could go on and remove Curtis, even though he like to act like he big and bad. Just go on, remove them. We really do have this 3. So it turns out they got the port back of the actual pow that was used to shoot Drew, okay? And it turns out, guess what? It's Edward's gun. It's one of Edward's guns. Now, we already know who's all in the house, and we also know who can sneak in that house, know where all the cameras are at, the security, obviously, and get in and out without anybody seeing her. Yeah, her. Okay? But now they're going to have all eyes on Michael for sure because they just found out it's Edward's gun. So now they're talking about getting a search warrant. So they're about to head to the Quartermains. You know how they're about to show down and go and search to see if the pow is there or missing, or if they could get prints off of any of them weapons. Now, Willow, I know that you had to hurry up back to work. I don't know when exactly you slipped in and got that pow, but I sure hope you returned it and got some type of print on there. Please say you got a print. Anywho, these two is going to need a miracle and a prayer because one of them pow drew. And I do think it's Willow, but anyway, they bumped into each other at the hospital because Willow got to meet Nathan, who is not Nathan. That was one evil looking stare. She introduced herself as his niece. Actually, technically, you're cousins because you came from Nina. I know they grew up thinking they were brother and sister, but they're not. They're actually cousins, so that's your cousin. Okay, get it right. Anyway, so she said some hurtful things to Nina. It was like, pretty much, I don't forgive you. You manipulated me and lied to me. I will never forgive you. So, of course, Nina was like, okay, fine. You don't never forgive me, or you don't want to squash this. That's fine. But we're going to need each other because we each other alibi. Because we all know that you got motive. And Willow like, me got motive? You got motive. You the one was sleeping around with him and got mad because he lied, da, da, da. Ma'am, both of y'all sound crazy. So Nina pointed out, was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I hope that's what the cops believe. Right there, when she said that, I said, oh, yeah, it wasn't Nina. It wasn't Nina. She's like, I hope that's what the cops believe, because we all know that Drew is the reason that you lost your kids, and we all know that's the real motive to pop out somebody. And of course, Willow had that stupid look on her face. So yes, Willow, we know the walls is coming down soon. Somebody had a hidden camera somewhere. Why don't we have cameras? And we all knew Tracy was going to be nothing but rude. Okay, rude and screwed, because Ronnie, that's her name, turns out she's Monica's younger sister. Hot damn. How about that? And turns out Tracy already knew all about her. Hot damn. How about telling the rest of us? Okay, she found out the day that they was engaged. Tracy, you never said anything. Just like how Tracy said to Ronnie, Monica ain't never said nothing about writing you for years. So little Ronnie was like, yes, we got separated at the orphanage. She was raised by this family. I was over here. By the time we found each other, we was already in our late 20s. We already had our family and blah, blah, blah. I just assumed she didn't want nothing to do with me. However, in the past year or so we got, that whole time that Monica was missing in the attic, that whole time she was writing her sister, and they were writing back and forth. That is why that other letter got found with, coloring as a coloring book with the kids, because she was already back and forth writing Monica. However, I sure wish, lady, like you would have brought one letter that says, yeah, see, she wrote me, because as Tracy was saying, I don't know you, but I do know Monica's handwriting. So if you got one of those, you could pull that out your bag. Nope, she ain't got one of that. Instead, she told her some stories that Monica described of Tracy, but she left out the part where Tracy is cold. So that's when Tracy was like, well, that's the fact. And I know that she done lost all faculties if she was writing nice words about me. Thanks, Tracy. I mean, just hit below the belt. She's hurting, and we know how low she can go. But how low can Monica's little sister go? Because once she bump into Martin, Martin is already plotting, and they could come up with a good scheme, even though the lady says she don't want nothing. Also, in the previews, why is this lady talking to Sonny? How the hell did you get it? What? Yeah, watch that. Watch it. Like I said, Michael and Jacinda, he was trying to be slick, and it's supposed to be the day of the funeral. He was invited Molly and Christina over to see him. However, he had Jacinda over there, and by the time they spent like good 5 minutes there, because the separate Molly is in there asking Jacinda questions. Christina got Michael in the foray asking him questions and telling him, that's who that is, right? And I'm only looking out for you because I don't want you to get hurt. We don't need you to be butting in another family member's business, okay? You got a lot going on at your mama house. And I sure would, this is the first time y'all ever going to hear me say it, but I sure wish it was Christina today at that damn house in the basement with Rick. Because, Ava, you had one damn job. We forgot all about poor Rick in the basement. It looked like he gained weight too. But anyway, we get to see him. Of course, it was Ava with him in the basement, all talking smash, talking about, all you wanted was Elizabeth. Me and you had a good thing. You should have kept that. And, that's all right. We just need 10 more days. And then all the money that you stole will be back in the Cassadine account, but my divorce settlement will come to me, as it should be. And then then we can all go back to normal. She's all over top of him. She's supposed to give him one of the sleeping pills, and he was acting like he was dozing off and on and all that good jazz. Yeah. Until she left out to go talk to Alexis, who came home and was like, you know what, it's always going to be jarring coming home to you. Touche. Yeah, so they're upstairs talking about, after all this is done, we're going to go all our separate ways and we're all going to be fine. However, Ava's like, wait a minute, what you mean all of us going to be fine? Ric has been beaten, tied up, drugged, humiliated, embarrassed. He ain't going to let this go. We should all be have come up with a plan maybe, or watch our back. Alexis, once again, naive. Oh no, he's going to lick his wounds. He's going to see that he's outnumbered. He did crimes too. We'll be fine. You're dumb. I don't know why you keep playing that, because Ava pointed out a nice thing. She said, I don't know, most people, some people, they got their limits of how much they could be pushed, and we might have went over that. So I don't know how easy this going to be. Keep that same mind, friend Ava, because, baby, by the time Ava leaves and says good night, and then Alexis, all of a sudden, her house becomes dark, she's on a call with her secretary talking about business, and then you just see Slick Ric being slick and right in the corner of her house. Look at him. All in the dark, fully gray, got a damn near 5 o'clock shadow, more like 10, staring at her. Now you see in the previews that Alexis is sitting on the couch still trying to continue that phone call, and then you see a blade go across her neck. Ain't this about a bitch? First he had Julian pull out a knife around your neck, and now you got your ex-husband Ric. I mean, truth be told, did he ever pull out a knife around her neck before? No, but he sure the hell did other things, and she should know this and remember this. But baby, she gonna remember this accountant. Yes, she will. Yep. Nina got Dr. O, got Britt down there. The only person who wasn't surprised was Britt. She ain't say a damn thing, just staring like a headlight, I could say this, poor little James is going to need some therapy. I mean, real therapy for his trauma that y'all about to bring this little boy in, because he ain't never meet him, but yet y'all about to drag this little boy in some severe trauma, okay? Spinelli, Felicia got James at the Bobby's, child, I'm still calling the Kellys or whatever the hell it was, Bobby's. And they're explaining to little James that, hey, we made a mistake. We thought your pops was unalive, but he's not. He's actually alive, and he don't remember what happened to him, but he's at GH right now. You don't have to meet him if you don't want to. You could take your time, but this is a good thing. No, the hell it is not. Okay, Dr. O, of course, took the notes from Nina that he's alive. They walk to his room. She sees him. She gives him a good hug. Cry, and she's asking him where you been, and he's saying he don't know. He wish he could remember. He don't know what he was doing. He don't know why he was in that car accident. She's saying all these questions, or asking all these questions, and Britt is just standing in the back just staring. Okay? She looked like she don't know what to do, like she want to run out of there. And we're with you, because as Dr. O was talking, Britt finally comes and says, Mother, we got to give him some rest. We both doctors, we know that he got to get some rest because he got a head trauma, blah, 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 blah. He don't look at Britt and say, hey, sis, or da-da-da-da-da. He ain't got no words for her. He just looking at her. He told Dr. O, I know me and Maxie had a son, and I want to meet him right away. Why you so focused on James, bruh? Huh? They got plans, y'all. They got plans, and this is Faison spawn. You understand? Or could be Faison in the brain. Maybe he thinks he's Faison. I mean, the memory map. This has Faison, Peter, and Victor hands all over it. Y'all forgot all about their plans like they had so many in this cover. I know one damn thing. Can somebody get on the phone with Andre? Where's Andre Maddox? We need him ASAP. As soon as they leave out his room, here comes Spinelli and little James and Felicia getting off the elevator. Child, Britt turned around and looked at little James, then looked back at that room like she's worried. Why are you worried? Say something now. Speak the hell up, Britt, because we need to know if this is really Nathan or he got a memory map, or he got a new brain. Which one is it? Look at her face. She worried. And then in the previews, you hear her asking Spinelli, would Maxie want this? Why are you trying to stop this, Britta? Huh? You better tell Jason or somebody ASAP, because you know more than we do, and we need to know. Hey, that poor little boy do not need to be going through this. Don't do this.